Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, Hunter, welcome back to the Baseball Head 2. Hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we got an update, a major update on Shohei Ohtani's ex-interpreter. And this is a huge situation. And I would mention, I did a video on him yesterday, talking about Michael Kay talking about it. I have no dog in this race. I don't care one way or the other. But I'm going to talk about it. I have my opinions. I don't think he's going to... There's no suspension coming. So, now I would mention, prior to all this stuff coming out, there were no charges levied towards the interpreter or Ohtani in terms of the federal investigation into the bookmaker. However, we have an update. I will not have the comments up on this channel because I don't want people attacking me personally. It's just stupid. I just have a different perspective than a lot of people do. But a lot of people have a lot of questions. And this raises more questions. This is from Mesmerized. They summed it up. Ohtani's ex-interpreter charged with stealing $16 million. How do you have access to $16 million, folks? The fired ex-interpreter of Shohei Ohtani was charged today with stealing more than $16 million from the superstar's bank account. This has nothing to do with the federal investigation of the bookie that Ms. Sahara owed money to. This is separate. This is stuff that started 3 weeks ago. Because it was Ohtani and his lawyers went to the FBI, God help us, and people in California. Ipe Musarahara made the illegal transfers to pay off his gambling debts that he piled up over several years of an illegal bookmaker, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, which filed the federal charges. Quote, Mr. Ohtani is considered a victim in this case, Martin Estrada, the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, said at a downtown Los Angeles news conference. The complaint includes dozens of incriminating messages allegedly sent from Ms. Sahara and the bookie. In 2018, according to an affidavit filed with the federal criminal complaint, Ms. Sahara went with Ohtani, who didn't speak English, to a bank branch in Arizona to help him open an account. Ohtani's baseball salary was deposited in the account, and he never gave control of it to Ms. Sahara. That's crazy. Ms. Sahara allegedly told Ohtani's U.S.-based financial professionals who do not speak Japanese that Ohtani denied them access to the account. Interesting. 3 years later, in September of 21, Ms. Sahara began gambling with the illegal sports book, and a few months after that, he started losing large sums of money, according to the affidavit. At this time, the contact information on Ohtani's bank account was allegedly changed to link it to Ms. Sahara's phone number and an anonymous email connected to the interpreter. Ms. Sahara also allegedly phoned the bank and falsely identified himself as Ohtani to trick bank employees into authorizing wire transfers to the gambling operation. From this past January until last month, the 39-year-old also allegedly used the account to buy about 1,000 baseball cards at a total cost, holy crap, get this, of $325,000 from eBay and whatnot. He had them mailed to the Dodgers clubhouse under the alias J-Mid. This is crazy. Ohtani denied authorizing the wire transfers in an interview with law enforcement last week, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. The Dodgers provided his cell phone to law enforcement, who determined there was no evidence to suggest he was involved in Ms. Sahara's alleged crimes. According to the complaint, Ms. Sahara made about, get this, 19,000 bets, on average 25 a day, from December 21 to January of this year. He had a net loss of more than $40 million. Holy crap. Why did the bookie give him this kind of credit? What did he tell him that made him, give him all this credit? Ms. Sahara is charged with bank fraud, a felony that carries a maximum sentence of 30 years. He is expected to appear in U.S. District Court in downtown Los Angeles in the near future. Ohtani addressed the situation at a Dodger Stadium news conference last month. Quote, I never bet on baseball or any other sports, or never have asked somebody, to do it on my behalf. I've never went through a bookmaker to bet on sports, he said through interpreter Wu Araton. Now, I would mention, let's take a step back. This stuff started popping up in the press, and the press went to Ohtani's representatives. Ohtani's representatives had the interpreter go to the interview with I believe ESPN. And once that interview was over, the people that represented Ohtani realized, oh, there's a problem. He just fingered Ohtani in this whole situation. And then they had to reverse it. And then Ohtani says, no. And then the interpreter said, no, Ohtani had nothing to do with it. So they backtracked on that story. Why? We don't know. We don't even know why they would tell the interpreter to talk about the betting to the media. It makes no sense. Now, there's rumors, and this is a separate thing, I says in the previous video about Ohtani, in a separate situation. The rumor is that Ohtani has he found a loophole in the California tax bracket where he's basically not paying taxes on $90 million off of his new contract. Now, you could do it. A lot of people do this. A lot of big businesses do it. But this guy knows. I mean, he has to know some kind of. He must have some kind of idea on this kind of stuff. He can't be totally a befuddlish, friend, a man that he's like an ostrich. He can't be an ostrich, right? He can't be a showy ostrich. I mean, he can't be, can he? I don't know. And again, I would mention also, the guy has to start talking to the press. We cannot have rules from one player, and all the other players in Major League Baseball have separate rules. And I don't care if somebody says, well, he's Japanese, he wants his privacy. No. There are other Japanese pitchers and other Japanese players that talk to the press after games on a regular basis. For some reason, this guy doesn't. What has he got to hide? What's the big deal? And I want to hear, he's a private guy. He's a private guy. Don't be in the spotlight. Don't be the biggest athlete in the world. Don't be making $700 million. And again, I said this plenty of times too. He didn't go to a low bid. He went to the highest bidder. Does it matter if it stayed in California? No. Did it matter if it was the Dodgers? No. He went where the most money was, and he went to the Dodgers, and that's where he went. He wanted the most money, and that's what he got. We will watch him now and see if the Dodgers win, because in the 6 years he was with the Angels, they never won. So he doesn't make his teammates bet around him. Although if he knows Mookie Betts says the reason why his numbers are through the roof, by the way. Well, thank you for watching this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 2, and I'll see you later.